So yeah, don't worry about the camera. Just
Yeah.
That's how it's
and
sounded.
can I just get into to the name?
So if you can, say your first and last name, and yeah, actually if you can say the name of the group as well.
Yeah, my name is Al Ross, and I'm president of the Winnipeg Amateur Movie Makers. We started the club started in 1935, so we just had our Diamond Jubilee last year, and we're entering into our 76th year.
And for you, like, how long have you been a member, and what does being a member mean to you?
Oh gosh, how many years have I belonged? I'm going to just take a wild guess at maybe 20 years. And being a member of this club gives me a great opportunity to meet like-minded people and work with similar types of projects, learn about video and digital equipment. It's quite exciting that way, really. But most importantly, it's a group of people, a group of friendly people, and we get together, like I say, once a month on the second Thursday of each month at 6:59 p.m. at Church of the Way here at 450 Lilac. And we bring videos that we have produced, either home videos or more documentary type videos of things that have happened in the city, or if people are working on special projects and that sort of thing. It's interesting to see what people are doing, to see the world through somebody else's eyes. A dead tree, and so I decided to go over and see if I could get some images of it. It was quite cold that day, and I drove over with the van, and the woodpecker accommodated me by just staying there and not getting too excited, but it was pretty cold with the window down, so I was shaking pretty badly. And I have had this camera for quite a while now. It was a gift from a friend of mine, and realized that it had a movie function on here, and I'd never used that movie function. So I thought, well, maybe now's the time to try it out. So I put it on the movie function, and I just sat there and I zoomed in on the woodpecker and just started filming it. And yeah, it was really, really cool. And just to see that the damage that a bird that size could do to a tree.
I was working out at Polo Park in the executive offices for a grocery chain upstairs, and he had been eyeing it, but he wasn't going to part with the money. And at the time it ran $300, and we're late 60s. So this is the first one, and it's pretty much his favorite because it gave clear, sharp pictures, and he loved the lens, which you don't get decent lenses anymore. And it's Kodak who's in trouble today, unfortunately. So you had a wide angle, then you had a telephoto lens, and not quite sure what it does anymore. Had a counter, so you know how much of your 3-minute film went through.
You can only do 3 minutes at a time?
3 minutes films. We had a member that's long passed away, and when video came on the scene, Ron said, you know, we make boring 3-minute films. Just think of these boring 3-hour films we can now turn out. Worked with Super 8 or regular 8. Your house sort of looked like a spaghetti factory. You had miniature laundry with strips of film hanging up in the basement or wherever, and they would edit and glue, and sometimes they get too much glue on the film when they spliced, and yeah, quite an entertaining period.
And Dr. Sigurdsson made a proposal to us at that time, when security wasn't such a big issue as it is now, that we go around to the different buildings in Winnipeg and talk to the building custodians, maybe get a tour of the building, find out the history of the building and that sort of thing, and put together an archive documentary type of a film. Well, we never got around to doing it in his day, but now with this Open Doors Winnipeg project that's on every year, we're trying to take advantage of that to get into some of these buildings and do some of that work, with the hopes that someday we'll be able to pull all this together and make an archive of it, yeah.
But everybody has a particular interest. Like Debbie here, she's into genealogy. Al, he's into photography. Willard, he's into the technology of this stuff. And Fred is really great with his home movies with his children and that.
Well, yeah, Norm here, he's interested in the air flights and aviation, right? And he recently wrote a book on it, and I believe you're going down the States to get another one published, is that right?
Well, that's for 2013, hopefully we have.
You want to say a bit more on that?
No, I guess that's about my main interest, like I say, is aviation. Interviewing World War II veterans. And
Do you use any video medium for that? Or?
Yes, videotape it, then I put them on CD, and then I give them the DVD.
I want to say something very important. How the mistakes can make a beautiful movie. Can you have one actor in the same scene acting twice? The movie was made, they forgot that it was exposed. So it was re-exposed. When the movie was re-exposed, luckily the same actor, same person acted before also came on the right-hand side and won the first prize of having a trick photography. Why it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Which press?
Louis Villa, he travels a lot, and he comes back with fabulous documentaries on his travels. But he doesn't shoot what we as tourists normally shoot. He goes a little off and grabs the local color. And he must have a real knack because he's able to go into different countries and talk to the people that are there acting out and living on a day-to-day basis. So his films are just fabulous to see. We have Bill Preston, he's our herpetologist, and he likes it, he specializes in all the critters that the rest of us don't want to see and don't like snakes and bugs and locusts and stuff. But he's also
Things
very,
you'd rather see on screen.
but he's also very passionate about saving environment for the creatures and critters that are around. He's very good at what he does.
Decided I'd like to go into business for myself, so I wasn't sure if I could make it. So I said, can I have a year's leave of absence from the University of Manitoba? My boss said, no, you can't. So I said, okay, I quit. So I quit and went into business for myself. And I sold and serviced videotape recorders and TV cameras. And I was in business for 17 years. And I sold a camera to the German video production, Deutsches Panorama. And he said, would you be interested in joining our club? And I said, I don't speak German. Well, they said, that doesn't matter. So I joined their club and ended up going out on all the shoots with the Deutsches Panorama and editing the tapes where they put on a half-hour show.
So in terms of this club, how did you find it and what do you love about it?
Well, because I was always interested in movies. When I came to Winnipeg, I started looking around for some club to do with movies, and I seen an ad in the Free Press that the Winnipeg Amateur Movie Makers existed, so I came and joined their club sometime in the early 60s, I guess it was, and I've been a member here ever since.
The Winnipeg Amateur Movie Makers are keen to learn new things and they're looking for new members. If you're interested in joining or would like to teach a workshop, you can call the number on your screen. For Shaw TV, I'm Daniela Ponticelli.